Well, gaming news tonight has returned. You guys hit the goal, but we had to move it to Saturday. But
sorry.
Yeah, but we're live. And Madam noticed the notes and the title of the stream. She's like, that was the same stuff as last week. GTA 6, arcraiders. Marathon, though, we didn't talk about Marathon last week. So, we've got...
I think we did.
We talked about Marathon?
Marathon. Is that the car game?
No, that's not a car game.
I wasn't sure.
Who messed up the movie time? Well, we weren't the ones going to the movies.
No. We were helping our neighbors out.
Yeah, we were helping our neighbors. We were watching their kiddos. And my daughter's like, oh, they went to eat at the Cheesecake Factory, and then they went to see a movie. And I'm like, there's no way they're getting back at 8:30. I was like, there's no way. And so we find out the movie they're seeing, and it's like...
2.5 hours.
It's 2.5 hours. They're not going to be back until like 9 or 9:30.
No. She didn't. She texted me and said after all the previews, it started at 7 o'clock. It was 30 minutes. It was 6:35 or 6.
Yeah.
It was some weird time. And
yeah.
With the previews, the actual movie didn't start till 7 o'clock.
What's good, Talos Gaming? What's good, Fire Gaming Lover?
That's okay.
We in here on a Saturday. We are. Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. We were going to be really rushed. I'm kind of entertaining the idea of switching to Saturdays just because Fridays is pretty stressful. It's just a full day for us to then try to stream, and then I feel like Saturdays more people can come and watch anyway. So, and then they didn't even end up staying for the whole movie, so they came back early, and then he was like, oh, you can go do your stream. I was like, no, I already postponed it. So, we'll look at the gaming news here in a little bit. We usually spend the first, 10 minutes or so just hanging out and just talking.
I feel like a 6:30 movie, like that's the latest you could really go see it, right?
Yeah.
When you have, because they've got little kids.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they have littles, and I told him, I said, I don't really.
But we went to the movie with the kids a couple of weeks ago. Remember, at like 4 or something. Mm-hmm. And we came out and it was pitch black.
Yeah.
The worst.
Yeah. What are we drinking today? It was on sale, and I've liked it. I've gotten it many times. It's Bank Street. It's a really good bourbon for the price, especially. It was on sale. It was like $28 for the bottle. I was like, all right, don't gotta tell me twice. I like Bank Street. So, Madam's having a Diet Coke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hope you had a better week than I did. Hopefully the week changes for you next week, Haseo.
What happened?
You look like you need a drink. Why do I look like I need a drink? I'm hanging out. We had a very chill day with the kiddos. They played Fortnite. I did publish the 3rd album to the Faceless Forge. Those of you that follow the music channel or want to, I just decided I'm completely going to take that off of Creature's plate. He's got way too many more important things to mess with, and there's too much music for it to just sit for forever. So I was like, you know what? I'll do it this way. It'll be enough so that people can listen to it and know the lyrics. So yeah. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend and a good Saturday. My son got his first Fortnite Battle Royale victory. He was so excited.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Like, I was walking through and I had to use the bathroom, and I didn't want to stress him out because he was top 5. So I was like, I'm not going to stress him out. I'm just going to go upstairs. I'm upstairs in the bathroom. He comes and knocking on the door. He's like, Papa, I won. So
cute.
I got back down in time to record it, to like say, hey, record the last 15 minutes if he wants to rewatch it. So he was pretty excited. Last couple weeks been rough in January. Yeah. Well, last year was a rough year, so I'll take a decent January. Saturdays would be better too, but Saturday is the only day I can make it. I think we'll try it. We'll see.
I think the issue with trying something new, you literally have to try it.
Yeah.
Like you can't do, oh, is this a good idea? You really don't know.
Well, we're doing it right now, and there's already more you hear. Yo, Stone Spire.
Well, you gave him a 24-hour notice.
Stone Spire, you knuckle. Doing a 5-bomb on a Saturday night. You're the man, dude. Just get new peeps in. The chat's members only. So if you want to come and talk on a Saturday night, with Madam,
we're gonna be so confused.
You gotta be a member, and we'll get to the gaming news shortly. So, the news this week. It's very similar to the news last week. The other thing we're thinking about doing too.
Wouldn't it just be the same news?
No.
No news.
New things happened. Yeah. Give it a go if it doesn't work. If it works out, yeah. We're also thinking about, like, on Saturdays, you'll notice I started like almost right at 8 o'clock instead of like 8:30. I'd like to start right at 8 and be done around 9:30. Like, make it like an hour and a half segment. Then we can have a somewhat normal evening. We get to cover the news and laugh and hang out with y'all.
He wrote OH. I was like, oh, is he from Ohio? But then he was just saying oh.
No, this is a public stream, Stone Spire. It is. If you gift members, that's definitely welcome, because then they'll be able to talk in chat. Like, it's a members-only chat. It's not a members-only stream. So, I was more or less talking about me. I know everyone get problems. No. Yeah. I knew you were talking about you. Yeah. Some people are having a rough start to the year. It's not fun, but, you know, there are people getting laid off and stuff. It's unfortunate.
Okay, anything else you'd like to add?
Gaming news hasn't been good.
When was the last time it was good?
It was pretty good in November and December. It was, it wasn't bad. You get close to Christmas and it all slows down, and then, no playing till midnight and such. We get to hang, do stuff, but still do stuff after. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Is make it an event that you want to be here for, but don't overstay the welcome. We're also gonna just move away from doing like playing a game. What's good, Snow? How are you?
Well, it works or it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like we've played a few games and it's worked, and we played a lot of games that haven't.
For sure. Yo, what's good, Ristic? There's the man himself that helped unlock this stream, dude. So generous this week. He was going crazy. He was going crazy.
You must have had your door closed. Normally we can hear when you yell his name.
Oh, Ristic.
Yeah, we can hear it. You must have had the door to keep the static or something.
I'm sorry that happened, Haseo. That's rough, man. Look like I do still have a job, but work definitely slows down this time of year. I'm for all for that. I just said morning, and somehow I didn't realize. Oh, I didn't either. You just said it. You know why? It's because I'm so used to greeting people in other time zones. I don't even acknowledge the time zone they speak in. When they just say good morning, good evening, I just say, oh, hey, what's up? So you see in the morning. Yeah, that's typically when I'm streaming. That is right. Yo, it's good, Ganks. Guys, happy birthday to Ganks. This was, he literally said, it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. He said for his birthday, he wanted to unlock Friday night, which turned into Saturday night, but still, same thing.
But his birthday was yesterday.
I know. He
was sitting there on his computer waiting for you to do that. He didn't go out or anything for his birthday.
That's not true.
You could have FaceTimed him or something.
That's not.
You don't know. How do you know that's not true?
I really, really hope that Ganks didn't organize his birthday evening around. I was so depressed.
Look.
Come on.
See?
Don't
now
make me.
He has to wait all next year, and it's not even going to be on a Friday next year.
No, you did. You literally had your evening structured around it. I actually kind of feel bad. It was out of my control.
Sorry. I agreed to babysit.
Canceled dinner plans and everything.
Oh my gosh.
You did not. Come on.
His friends still went out, and he was all alone. No cake or candles.
Get out of here. I'm Evan with you. I was going to say, dude, ain't no way you're canceling dinner plans for your birthday to watch a stream. Like, you can watch it later. You know what I mean? Gee, many Christmas. Wasn't he going to ban everyone if you didn't get it? Yeah, Gangs is a mod, and he threatens to ban everybody if we didn't get the goal.
I mean, you do what you got to do.
That's right.
So,
folks on YouTube, remember, this is a public stream, so hitting the like button does help. We're trying to turn this into like a regular thing, so... Wife made me a cake, drank mojitos while I gamed. Hey.
Mojitos and cake. That sounds so good.
Come on. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
People are asking, how are you, Mama? How are you doing?
Nobody asked that.
Snow asked. She says, how is you, madam?
Oh, up at the top. Oh, I'm fine. Went to a baby shower today.
Yep.
I
made all the coffee for it.
Drank so much of it. Mm-hmm. Went over to the neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Hung with the kids.
Mm-hmm. I took the rest of the Christmas decorations down.
I grilled chicken in the snow.
She did grill chicken in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
She's gotten really good at grilling chicken.
Yeah.
First couple times she came down.
Stop. When you're doing multiple things and multiple timers are going off, you have to remember what timer is for what. Okay?
Like.
So, is the thing that's coming out of the oven
Mm-hmm.
Is that the timer?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the chicken on the grill?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or what?
Like the guy in It's a Wonderful Life, he's got all the strings on his finger.
Yeah.
You don't know which one's for which one.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's gotten really good. The first couple times she came down, she was like, so how do you turn the grill on? I'm like, what are you doing with my grill?
The first time I tried to grill, he was busy.
Yep.
And he saw me in the camera in the backyard, and he came running up the stairs.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing with my grill?
But I moved it away from the garage,
Uh-huh.
so if it exploded, it wouldn't hurt the garage too much.
You would have to know what you're doing to try to get one of those things to explode. It's
I didn't know.
Easy. Yeah.
I'd never done it before.
Yo, it's good, Gone Kid. How are you?
Oh, I've done vegetables, green beans. Those are really good on the grill.
Talus Gaming says, I believe this is the first time I've been able to catch the boss on screen with you, bud. Oh, yeah, the boss. This is correct. This is the boss. How long have we been streaming? All right. A couple more minutes and we're going to start going through the gaming news, y'all. So, strong turnout on YouTube, man. Appreciate you guys coming in for a Saturday. We're trying to make this a thing, you know. We have Madam react to the week's gaming news. It's usually pretty funny because she's not at all in tune with what we're talking about.
It's usually like, can you believe someone used this shade of green on this character? How dare they? And then people get really upset about it.
It's not that bad.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Cannoli cake's amazing. Hey, Madam makes a killer Biscoff cake.
Oh, cannoli cake.
Mm-hmm. You can get that hookah 2 nights in a row, Mike. Okay. I see what you do, you know, on those weekends. What's good, JW? How are you?
I feel like that would be really good.
Thank you again for the music. Thank you for listening to it. Seriously,
did they say they listened to it?
If you guys missed it, the 3rd album went up
Cannoli.
on the Faceless Forge YouTube channel. Yes. So I'm going to start doing that. I want to get the music out. There's like 7 or 8 albums worth of music, and I'm continuing to write. And I want it out there for folks to be able to enjoy it if they want it.
Look.
Oh, yeah. A cannoli cake would be incredible.
It looks so good. I'm going to save it.
If arcraiders doesn't buff all 3 color shields, the game will never be fixed. Yes, guns also, but nothing else matters until shields are fixed. What's going on with the shields? I've not even heard about that. Oh, you go on Friday and Saturday nights. Okay. Watching a little bit of that RIP movie with Ben and Matt, Crooked Cops. It looked like it got some decent reviews. I haven't seen it. What's a Biscoff cake? Do you know Biscoff cookies? It's a cake made with basically their flavoring.
No, just type in, that's a cheesecake. Type in Biscoff cake and just show a picture. Because this is
well,
not.
I was going to show the cookies first.
Those are ice cream sandwiches.
The cookies, Mama.
Just the cookie part.
Cookies.
He doesn't know how to.
I'm just showing them the cookies.
I know, but do you not see the ice cream in the middle? Someone has made.
This is
That's
only
an ice cream sandwich.
I understand what it is. They can see the cookies, can they not?
There's no picture of just the cookie.
Do they have the ability to see the cookies?
I know, but there wasn't a picture of just the cookie.
Is the ice
Go
cream?
back.
Is the ice cream obstructing the view?
It is.
What's the problem here? I think
because I can't picture it.
This
just
is a perfect. It's a perfectly fine picture to use. Jiminy Christmas. All right.
So the Biscoff cake is a Biscoff flavored cake.
You make a cake flavored with that.
And then it's a 3-layered. It's a 3-layered 6-inch Biscoff cake with Biscoff frosting in the middle. Biscoff spread. Have you guys seen the? I think what is it? Target. Target sells it. It's like peanut butter but Biscoff. In between, cake. More frosting, more Biscoff, cake, frost the whole thing, put Biscoff melted at the top with more frosting. I never remember to add the cookies for decoration.
If you like things like, I'm more of a like salty caramel guy than like a chocolate guy. It's in that vein of like salted caramel. It doesn't taste like salted caramel, but it's like, I think it's like in that hemisphere of flavoring. Like if that's the kind of flavoring you like, Biscoff cake is a banger. It's so good. Epic shield should not break off 1 clip of Stitcher, common, not leveled up, when green shield does the same. Basically, the difference in all 3 shields is like 3 bullets. I see what you're saying. You're saying there should be more of a power spectrum when you really beef up and you're going to take the risk of using an expensive or better shield. It should last longer. I think that's legitimate feedback. Yeah, I would agree. I don't know what the count should be, but I think that's fair. Buffalo Bills lost. Well, sorry about that. I'll take the recipe for that. Thanks. Yeah. Good seeing you. Any tips for the first time playing Returnal? Watch my stream called Returnal Gameplay in 2025. The first 20 or 30 minutes has helped a lot of people beat Returnal. Like, they came back to it, took my advice, and it helped them. Look at the comments. There's people there that are like, yo, your video was so helpful. Thank you. I was able to beat the game. So I've got over 200 hours, and it's the only platinum I've ever earned. So if you've got questions, I'm happy to answer. But that video is very helpful. All right, we're 15 minutes in.
Great.
So we need to go through some.
15 minutes in? I thought you said this started at 8 o'clock.
We started at 8:05.
So we're going to have to...
We were close.
But at the beginning of this, after 8:05, you said we started at 8 o'clock. So can you go back and fix that?
Why? I wasn't being literal, you know. Anyway, I need to get a trailer running so that we can have some B-roll. I add timestamps later.
Great.
For
That's
people.
So great.
It's so great.
You're doing great.
It's great.
I'm actually over this. I don't even think this is a real game at this point.
I think women have the ability to say positive things sarcastically better than men. Like, that's so great. You know, oh, I'm so happy for you. Like, I think you guys are
You're doing a good job.
You're really good at it. I'm just impersonating. I'm not actually doing it. You know. Anyway. Okay, so this is the deal with GTA 6. And you've not necessarily seen this trailer in a while. This is the first trailer. Okay, so this is what happened.
Okay.
And we talked about this last week, but it evolved into more.
Okay.
You're already sighing. Like, you're already not happy.
I'm just irritated that it's just like cutscenes. Like,
I've had to tell her when we're playing Mario Galaxy, I was like, you can't sigh. Like, I'll make one mistake or miss one jump, and she just, like, sighs instantly. I'm like, why do you have to do that? You're just over there sighing. You know, I'm so disappointing, I guess. Anyways. So they...
What do you do in this game?
It's just debauchery.
So you get to pick any of these characters?
No. That'd be... Yeah,
Can I be the crocodile?
Can I be the alligator? Yeah. That guy, sure. Definitely want to be that guy. Or them, the mutters. Okay, so the release date thing...
Okay.
It all got thrown into disarray because of an article, a podcast where Jason Schreier from Bloomberg said it wasn't content complete. So people were like, oh, it could get delayed. He comes back out. He says that that's not what he was saying. He was actually saying the opposite. He was saying that he believed the game was going to hit its date.
So
you'll notice this is the very first trailer. It was supposed to come out in 2025 originally.
Why didn't he just say that instead of saying, oh, it's not quite finished?
That was my feedback, is like, he has to know their stock value actually dropped because of the story.
I mean, it's just not hard to say, like the cookies are almost done, or the cookies are done. Like, it's not hard. Right.
Well, another leaker comes out and says this is one of the reasons he's very careful when he talks about the game. Also, this was another development with the game. We found out why a bunch of people got fired. Like 40-something people got fired. They were some of the people leaking the information that we were hearing about.
40 different people?
Yeah.
And you had 2 sentences that were misunderstood?
No. These are completely separate stories. So they were fired earlier this year, and we finally found out why.
And what information did they leak?
They were leaking, like, the main characters' names, and,
First
like,
names.
Jason and Lucia is the main characters' names, yeah.
I can't even play it now that I know that.
It's ruined. The whole thing's ruined.
I'm really upset.
Don't even ship it.
How dare they?
Just cancel it. Anyway.
Literally, the story is like...
Yeah. So,
okay.
We found out why they got fired. So they got this...
I'm sorry. So a game that keeps extending because they need more time, they went with the main character named Jason?
What's wrong with the name Jason?
I mean, what year is it? Like, come on.
Anyways.
And Lucia?
Yeah. What's wrong with Lucia? Ana Lucia from
No,
Lost.
but it's not Ana Lucia. It's Lucia.
Right. It's a good name.
Lucia.
It suits her.
Lucia.
Lou C. Cargo
Jason?
by. This is Jason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he looks like a Jason.
What's that? What is that supposed to mean?
Everyone knows what I mean. Sorry, Jason. They just, did you know any Jasons?
The Jasons I knew didn't look like that. They were kind of the opposite.
Well, they were children. He's a grown man here.
No, the Jasons I've known were not.
We've seen this.
Yeah, of course we have. It's called B-roll, Mama. We're trying to add some production quality here.
Okay.
Anyway.
So you get to play Jason or Lucia?
I think you're going to play as both, like off and on, yeah.
You get to rotate.
Yeah.
Okay.
People think he might be like an undercover cop.
And this is Lucia.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
And she's getting out of prison here.
Of course she is.
Then they're going to go get pancakes together.
Mm.
Well, that's not what I meant. That's different. That's a different scene.
Okay.
And then they're going to rob banks.
Together.
Yep. She had a pain in her rib.
Could you
He was helping her.
Could you rub my rib? Seeing an animated action of that made me want that.
Yes, it's very hot. It's very spicy. Okay. In any case,
yes.
The another guy comes out and says, this is why he doesn't talk about the game, because it can cause a bunch of problems and it can even get people, to lose their jobs or what have you.
No. It's not his fault if you lose your job for leaking information you were told not to leak. That's their fault. They shouldn't have said. So if you don't want to get fired for telling secrets, don't tell secrets.
Yeah.
Or do a better job not getting caught.
For sure. The people leaking are the ones taking the risk. They don't really gain anything by
if you
leaking.
tell me something and you're not supposed to tell me, I didn't sign a document that I'm not going to listen.
For sure. Well, and that's if you tell the press, that's what they're going to do. The press is going to run it. So this guy says he doesn't want to say too much, but he has said he hasn't heard anything to indicate that the game isn't going to hit its date. So he was sort of saying, I don't want to say too much.
But that doesn't... Did he say... Can I have the complete thought?
Just that...
Because not hearing something saying it's not going to hit the date isn't confirmation that he's heard something saying it will hit the date.
Well, I think the reason I think he prefaced it with he's careful and doesn't want to say too much, and then he said it in a negative, like I haven't heard anything to point to it being delayed. I think he's being careful. He doesn't want to expose anybody.
Or maybe he just isn't hearing anything. So he legit hasn't heard anything because no one's telling him. All of his sources have been fired.
That's fair.
So you are looking into and assuming a lot with a statement that has really no meaning.
Drinking some local whiskey. They call it bourbon, but not going to call it that because it upsets Madam. What do you mean? Whiskey, it depends on how it's made, but
where it's made, right? So maybe it's Tennessee.
Is it made in Tennessee? I mean, if it's Kentucky, come on. That's bourbon. Is it straight whiskey? Is it rye? What is it? Anyway, that was what happened with GTA 6.
So nothing.
So what do you think? Do you think it's coming out this year? What do you think the GTA 6 release date is, huh?
I think people spend a lot of time talking about a game.
Yeah.
That keeps delaying.
Mm-hmm.
And if they really cared for people to know, they would just say, this is the projected date. Or better yet, this is the date. It's literally their job to put the game out.
They said November.
That's not. I need a specific day.
Oh, it's made in Missouri? Yeah, you keep calling it whiskey.
Missouri?
Made in Missouri. Go ahead and call it whiskey. Yeah, don't bother calling that bourbon. That's all right. We'll let that one slide. Well, he did say...
Who's playing? What is that?
He wasn't going to
What's
call
that
it.
little blue team with little green shoes?
That looks like San Francisco against somebody. I don't know.
San Diego?
It's the Seahawks. San Francisco against the Seattle Seahawks. Yep, there you go. West Coast is facing off. Lona, you know how Rockstar is always referencing pop culture in GTA games? I think GTA 6 Lucia is referencing Lucia from the show Snowfall. The ending of the show, she left to Miami Vice. Wait.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know about that. Guys, thanks so much for hitting the like button, man. We got 50 likes. We don't even have 100 folks hanging out. We almost have 50 likes. That's crazy. Or we have 50 likes, I should say. So that was it. GTA 6 is, well, you said a lot. Do you think it's coming out this year? Based off everything you've heard, you've done a couple of these shows with me where we've looked at this. It's not coming out. It's not coming out this year.
No, it's not coming out.
You guys heard it here first. GTA 6 is never coming out. According to Madam.
I mean, it just seems like a lot of trailers. And if they spent more time in the game, but they just put a couple of these trailers on their YouTube and they get enough money, they don't have to make a game.
The dilemma with you making that prediction is that they stand to make billions of dollars by shipping this game. It'll be one of the biggest launches.
Yeah, but they fired 40 people, so now they were like, dang it, just Mark and Steve's left.
It's over.
And they're, you know.
We all know what they do. They're bad workers. They're bad employees.
No, they're the only ones that left. I mean, there's them, the CEO, and the CFO, and HR.
Yeah. That's not possible. Yeah, it would be absolutely impossible for it to not ship. I mean, they would be in so much trouble financially. Like, their shareholders would sue them. I mean, it would be a disaster. So, it's coming out. You know.
Yeah, but that doesn't say much either. Is it coming out? Is it going to be finished? Is it going to have a lot of updates?
That was the other thing that leaked about it. I forgot to talk about this. So, the other thing that leaked about GTA 6 was there was like a court case that basically leaked information about the online mode. I guess like the online mode is going to have like 32 players or something.
To choose from?
No, like people are going to be playing online together. Like that's how many people can be on a server.
32?
Tell Madden the last game they released made over $1 billion. Yeah. Yeah, 32 people.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's a lot of people.
$1 billion is a lot of money, but how much did it cost to make the game, and how many people do you have to pay? So did everyone get like $74? Like, I feel like $1 billion goes away really quick.
The company behind this game is known for making huge, very popular, very successful games. Yeah.
They're all delayed?
Oh, yeah, they're known for that.
No. I just feel like this constant, don't tell me when it's going to come out.
Yeah.
We're making a new one, and we'll tell you when it's ready.
That's right.
Let's do that. Like, people get all bent about, like, being told the wrong thing or someone misspeaking. These companies have the habit of lying. They tell you, no. One game, okay. 2 games, okay, you know, Uncle Bob, you know, whatever. No. 3 games, no. You were intentionally misleading the public. That's a crime.
So do you think they've done it on purpose every time?
Yep. Yep.
Like they knew they weren't going to hit the first
I made
date.
dinner every night, and I was every night in between 32 and 37 minutes late every night. But I said, if you're not upstairs at 6 o'clock, I'm going to be so mad at you because dinner. But I knowingly was making it at 6:32 or 6:37 every night. That's intentional.
I mean, it's an interesting theory to think that every single time they pick that initial date.
How much free advertisement do they get by literally saying, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet? Or, oh, the game came out on time and everyone's playing it and they lost all this free advertisement.
Right. Well, because they're so big, the game getting delayed almost becomes the story. So it's like other games, it's not. It's like, oh, it got delayed and nobody really talks about it.
I mean,
I never considered that they've always known those first dates aren't real. Like they throw them out there.
That's why they have to fire people who leak stories. It's not as simple as a stupid name leak. They've got information like that, and they need to make sure we terminate people who tell our secrets.
Yeah,
nobody cares that Jason and Lucia got leaked. No one cares.
Well, no, I mean they do take it very seriously if you leak stuff.
Yeah, because somebody in the company somewhere that's not the top guy knows they intentionally give you the wrong date.
Don't you think by now that would have leaked? If anything's getting leaked, that would have gotten leaked by now.
You fire people, and other people you do other things.
Madam really understands how to get people to do what they want with fear.
I mean, you know.
That's where the goat metaphor is coming from. You be stealing Madam's scripts. Huh?
What's a goat metaphor?
Goat metaphor. Oh, where the goat metaphor is coming from. Oh, he's thinking that I get, because a lot of times I do metaphors and analogies about food. And you did one with dinner and cooking it on time. And he's thinking that I get all my material from you.
Oh, no. His are terrible.
What? I thought you were going to say, oh, no. Yeah, that's totally him. He comes up with them. You're like, no. His are terrible.
I'm sorry. Those are totally him.
I originally thought it would release on Valentine's Day, so if it slips again, it's going to go to February 14th.
Of next year.
Missing November is tough, man. They can dominate the holidays. I mean, yeah. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in on a Saturday night. We might start doing this on Saturday night, so let us know if it's better for your schedule to do gaming news tonight with Madam. When you guys hit the goal, you unlock a segment where she joins me in the evening to talk about the week's gaming news. Happy New Year's, what I missed, Saturday streams. Well, we were going to do a Friday, but we had to bump it. We had a scheduling conflict, so. Yo, it's good, Rose Girl. How are you? Love the sweatshirt, Madam.
Hey,
It's actually
isn't it cute?
It's a Reforged Rose sweatshirt. So, yeah, GTA 6 is back in the headlines. Make sure you guys hit the like button, too. Try to get us to 100 likes. That'd be amazing with the ratio to viewers, what it could be right now. That can really help. I prefer Saturday. I'm usually doing things on Friday. Saturday night's better for me. Okay. I feel like more people can come on Saturday. Like, I feel like viewership...
Everyone here is going to say Saturday's good because they're here on Saturday.
Well, but viewership's better, too.
Okay.
Like, I just think, a lot of the times people are like, we already hung out with you all day on Friday. Like, we're not going to... Like, it's less likely for them to come to another stream. So... GTA 6 releases on your birthday. Happy birthday. Nice. Yeah.
How do you know that?
Well, they picked a release date, didn't they?
No, be disappointed. It's not going to be. It's going to be late on purpose.
November the 19th.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Do it, lady.
No, stop.
You knew it was coming. You got in front of it.
All right, what's next?
Well, the next one
Okay.
is
Yes.
well, there you go, folks. Look, if you're wanting to listen to the new album I put out, it's right there. The Faceless Forge, New Land. That's the new album.
2001. That's his birthday.
That's the new one. So make sure and check that out if you haven't listened to it already. I'll release that today. 2000s? Oh my gosh. I graduated high school before you were born, you little baby. Jiminy Christmas.
No. I mean, it doesn't make him a baby. It makes you old.
Both can be true. Okay. So, all right. Well, we talked about arcraiders last week.
I can't remember why.
We got to talk about it again.
Okay.
So the cheating problem.
Oh, cheating. Yes.
It's
Okay.
continuing to become a big point of debate in the community.
Okay, because they've yet to do something.
They started rolling out permanent bans.
Permanent. Okay.
Permanent bans. I advocated for something very different.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to check out my video on that, be sure to check out my video on cheaters. Don't ban them, I said. Hear me out. I said you should keep them preoccupied for as long as you can.
So do I need to watch your video now because you just told me?
No, not you. You don't need to watch my video.
No, I'm like, not me, but me.
Oh no, they can just keep hanging out. Yeah, just keep hanging out, chat. You don't need to leave. Anyways. So,
okay. So they chose to ban. Maybe that's
they're
easier.
They're doing permanent bans.
Okay.
The issue with permanent bans is most people will just buy the game again, get a new account, and they'll come right back in.
Wait. So buy the game again. And come back.
Correct.
So that's going to inflate.
They'll make money.
I know, but now we don't know
That's right.
actual game players.
Oh yeah, your sales will get inflated. Not in the millions, I wouldn't think. In any case,
if there's enough cheaters that people are talking about it, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's not 5.
Well, the streamer Burnt Peanut, he threatens to quit the game, at least temporarily, until they fix it. He was basically getting...
Is he big enough?
Oh. Burnt
No,
peanut?
Burnt peanut. No. Send him a message.
Listen.
Let's go to their office.
Listen, he's streaming right now.
Let's go to their office. So
Hang on.
they must have done what he wanted.
There he goes. Look at him go.
Is he always like that?
Yeah. This is what he looks
Why
like.
is he yelling at his character? He's literally yelling at the character.
No, he's looking at what's going on.
Hurry.
He's looking. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There they go. So.
He always does that?
Yeah.
You don't know what he looks like in real life?
No, I've never seen him.
He probably doesn't have blue eyes.
He's a peanut. What do you mean?
What?
That helicopter's not in the game. That's like an overlay. I think somebody did something. Somebody gifted subs.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. I bet you he would like.
Look, he's yelling at them.
He would really like
Come
knowing.
on, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys.
So yeah, he had a couple of cheaters, like 3 people basically.
But he's not really burnt.
Were consistently. What?
The peanut is not burnt.
But.
It should be like charcoaled a little bit. This
What
is false advertisement.
But what if there's a part of him that is burnt? We just can't see it.
Nope. Then I need to see it.
Oh, yeah, here we go. He's gonna boom. Took him out.
Oh my god.
Look at his face. He is such a nut. No pun intended. No pun intended. So yeah.
Okay.
He had like basically 3 people that kept messing with him.
The same
people, and they were cheating, which is what made him get really, really mad.
They were ganging up to the 3 of them together. We're finding him?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I do think it's unfortunate that Madam had to draw such a big controversy to the forefront that the burnt peanut is not actually burnt.
I'm really upset.
We don't really do drama here, but you know, this is kind of the situation that we're in right
but
now.
I do like the shade of his lips.
Yeah.
That pink is just such a good pink.
I'm thinking that he has the contrast turned up.
I don't know.
So yeah, they're handing out permanent bans. One of the things that they did that nobody really understands at this moment why.
Ask for? Great. I love it when a company is asked by the consumer to make changes and then they make changes that weren't asked for. Go on.
The burnt peanut situation is insane. That's right. It's time to make a million views like Charlie. Well, they banned Tfue. So Tfue recently came back, and he's super nice. Like I've always had good interactions with him.
Who banned him?
Arcraiders banned him, but then
cheating?
That's what everybody thought, and then they unbanned him.
Because he's a streamer.
He said it was an accident.
You don't accidentally ban people.
Well, I mean,
was it petty?
I don't know. We don't know what happened.
Look. If I, as a company, I can come in and I can see that you're cheating. That I'm not actively following live players through the game. Okay, I'm just going to sit in this game and follow you around. So there's footage of it somewhere. So
but
if you've been banned, I think you
but
should.
They unbanned him.
So what's the problem?
Turner he wouldn't cheat. Tfue wouldn't cheat. He wouldn't.
So someone's out to get him. Show me the name of the person who banned him.
There's
got to be a login code.
Well, I think he was getting mass reported. That's what I think happened.
Oh, no. So I think if you report, there's a trail, right? Like if I reported someone somewhere, some along the lines, the behind the scene person can see that I reported them.
Well,
so if you mass report, he got banned, he shouldn't have, you're banned.
Oh, so the people that mass reported should be banned.
Yeah. Nobody likes a follower. So
yeah, I mean, it could have just been a lot of people that thought he was cheating because he is really good.
Or it's people don't like people to have a good time or be successful or enjoy themselves or do anything that might inflict on your personal perspective of whatever your problem is.
Yeah, there's a lot of miserable people out there.
So
I don't want you to have a good time.
No, all of them should get banned.
Everybody that falsely reported him should be banned, according to Madam.
There should be If you falsely report, there should be like
But what if you're
some
just
sort of punishment.
okay? But what if you're just suspicious of somebody? You're just suspicious, so you just report them. You think that, hey, I think this person might be cheating. Isn't it up to the company to figure it out?
I should have 3 timestamps. I should have to submit footage.
Why do you have to be that investigative about it? If somebody kills you,
I'm not sure.
But if somebody kills you,
Yeah.
and you think it was suspicious, and you report them for possibly cheating, like you're basically reporting them for suspicious behavior or for cheating. The company's supposed to look into it. They're supposed to do due diligence. You can't definitively know that someone's cheating when they kill you, even if they are. It's hard to know sometimes. So even when you report
Can't you hear the words that they're saying?
I mean, I guess if they're admitting it on Prox Chat.
You can't tell by like the snarky sound in their voice.
I mean, a lot of people get snarky and they're not cheating.
I guess.
Madam's out here trying to sleuth it up. She's like, I'll figure out if you're cheating or not. Before you kill me, you need to answer 3 questions.
I mean, you know.
Question 1. Are you cheating right now?
Can we send this footage to your mother?
I am a cop. You have to tell me. You have to answer. Lock them up. Get them off the streets. Get them out of the servers. You know? Get them out of the servers. So, yeah, that's what's going on with arcraiders. You know, they're vowing to address it.
Well, I mean, okay, so in a month, if this is still a problem, then banning is not working.
Well, that's the issue with cheating. It always comes back. It's a perpetual problem. It's not done away with easily.
Well, it's because the punishment's not fitting the crime.
But they banned them.
No.
What should they do?
How much does the game cost?
$40.
Oh my gosh.
What? What is that? Why did you say, oh my gosh? What do you mean?
That's like nothing for a ban. There needs to be actual punishment.
What? So if someone's using cheating software and it's your game, what power do you have? What are you going to do to them?
You agree to my terms and conditions. Now I can access your device, and now I've crashed it.
Oh.
You want to cheat? Then we'll show you what cheating looks like.
I mean, the problem with that is they sometimes get it wrong. They just ruin your equipment.
They get what wrong?
Sometimes they get.
Don't act shady.
Yeah, I mean, don't act shady.
Yeah.
You can't be messing with people's hardware because they cheat. And that's a little extreme.
I mean, then guess what? The people who are cheating are actually a little worried about cheating instead of just doing it in their basement at their mom's home, like just doing it out where people can see it. There needs to be punishment. There needs to be some legitimate something.
I think the difficulty is there is a lot of them.
Yeah, because the original game that could have stopped it slapped on the wrist.
She's out here bricking systems. Yeah, Madam's just like, I'm gonna straight up brick your computer.
I mean, you know.
Yo, it's good, Nitro, with 20 months. Lono and Madam, glad to catch you both today. Hope you're doing well. A little late, but I'm sure the stream's gonna be chill. Well, thank you so much, man. Make sure you guys are going through the rituals, man. Hit that like button. This is a public stream. We're wanting this to become a normal thing. So make sure you're supporting it with your likes. Celebrate your renewals. Gifts and member super chats. All those things help.
I just think if there was an actual punishment, people might not do it. You're still going to have the people who do, whatever. But the majority of the people, I think a lot of people would stop if there was an actual punishment.
Nintendo does it. A little bit different. A little bit different for you to buy their device, and then people that try to like modify it and do stuff to it, they reserve the right to brick it. That's still to me a little. That's an overreach. It's like, I bought the equipment. If I decide to tinker with it,
if you don't like it and you think it could be better, make your own.
Well, people tinker with it so that they can, like, they want to steal games. Usually, they're not tinkering with it just because they want to tinker. Okay,
so then that's why they do that. That's why they're harsh. Because they don't want you to steal from them.
Yo, thanks for jumping in as a member. I appreciate that very, very much. We really do appreciate folks becoming members here. Thank you. Even if there's the risk, it would scare a lot of lower level cheaters.
See?
Yeah, I just think you get into weird territory if you're allowing a game developer to affect a person's hardware.
Okay, then not that, but something else.
You ban them. I mean, that's the jurisdiction of the game is over the game. They can't reach outside of the game and have jurisdiction over your hardware.
Okay, so they ban them. Do you have to come up with a new username? Or
yeah, they create a whole new account.
But can they see that it's from the same computer?
That's why people call for hardware bans. They detect your hardware, and that hardware can never play the game again.
Is that something that they can do?
Nah, it doesn't. It doesn't work all the way because people spoof it and fake it out, so then you can't actually ban their hardware.
Yeah, I guess.
Iority says, Yo, Lone, I've been watching you on Twitch for years, like D1 days. Happy to see you're still around. Much love and positivity to you and your family. I appreciate that, man. That's very kind of you. Thank you. We are back on Twitch as well, by the way. Same name, Reforge Gaming. If you prefer to watch there or use your primes or whatever, or if you'd rather watch here, that either support. So thank you so much. I just prefer people know that they can watch in either place. So
it sounds like there's not been much improvement.
Yeah. They haven't really.
Oh, they could have like a hall monitor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every so many feet you got like a snipe person. You can't shoot them. And if you're all of a sudden shooting people who are like, I'm friendly,
Mm-hmm.
then you snipe them.
Well, wait, so you would punish somebody for being a PvP player?
If I'm walking through with a basket of mushrooms, minding my own business, and 3 guys show up and they start shooting us, and you're yelling, I'm friendly in that terrible accent, then they should have stopped shooting us.
Hey, my accent was pretty good.
So then you've got hall monitor.
Uh-huh.
He snipes them, and he immediately comes over and offers us, like, you know, first aid, and we're able to carry along with our mushrooms.
Well, you can't do that. So what you're talking about doing is policing the social experiment. That's what makes the game so enjoyable. Like, it's a social experiment. Like, you don't know what might happen when you're carrying your basket of mushrooms.
I guess.
You're just salty that they got us that one time.
I had all the things.
You did. You had a lot. You had like the prickly fruit or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
We had found so much stuff, and they just blew us away. You know? It's not about banning, it's about wasting a cheater's time. That's why I made my video. I really do feel like the idea is to waste their time so they're not in the general population. If they spend a couple of days playing against bots and they're too stupid to figure it out, great. You're keeping them out of Gen Pop. Like, then, guess what? Once they figure it out...
Well, maybe all that practice would make them a better player. You know? You don't have to cheat if you're good.
Yeah. That's sometimes is the problem, is like relatively proficient players will cheat because it gives them the edge. Like, yeah. That's why you prefer single-player games. Multiplayer games always come with their problems. For sure. I mean, yeah, PvP in general, even if you are good at policing the cheating, PvP-heavy games are tough because, you know, the enjoyment comes from winning, and you're not always going to win. My kids were playing this afternoon, and my son, like, he had just dropped, and the guy had a really good gun, and he had nothing. He was like, man... He's like, I can't believe that guy killed me. He's like, I didn't even have anything. I was like, buddy, you'd have done the same thing. I was like, it's like everybody's dropping with the same goal. Like, you'd have blown that guy away if you were able to. And he was like, you're right. I said, you've got to accept that when you're playing that game. You know? That's what Battle Royale is. That's the deal. You might not have anything. So.
That's too bad.
The other thing that happened this week was a Resident Evil 9 showcase.
Okay.
And we reacted to it.
Of course you did.
And we did a waiting room.
Yep. Was that the 12-minute one?
Yeah, it ended up being 12 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the premise of the game
is... There's 9 of them?
There's a lot of them, yes.
Okay, great. And they're all the same?
They're not all the same. They're all tied together in some way, but they're all very different.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
In this one, you're going to play as Grace.
Okay.
But you'll also play as Leon.
Leon.
Yes.
Okay.
People really like Leon.
Why?
They think he's cool and he's handsome. You know, people are excited that he's back.
Character.
He's not a cartoon character. So this guy was talking about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Koshi Naganishi, or probably Nokanishi. And so he was explaining why they opted for you to play as both characters.
Because other games have done that and people like it.
Well, they did it in Resident Evil 6, and apparently people didn't like it.
Well, if you have a cool character and then a dopey character, no one wants to switch to dopey.
That's kind of the concern people have. So when you play as Grace, she's more sneaky.
Okay, good.
And also she doesn't have as much power. Like, she doesn't have as many weapons and can't fight as much.
Okay. Well, she's sneaky. She don't have to.
Leon, on the other hand, can do, like, spinning roundhouse kicks and stuff like that. He can shoot him in the legs.
When he misses them, he has to kick them.
Boom, boom.
So she probably doesn't need to, because she's sneaky, so she's avoiding a lot of this.
Well, she has to see this big...
I don't like that.
Creepy zombie thing coming for her.
He shot them there.
Yeah. That's a really strong weapon. Well, but that's one of the concerns people have, though, is like, is it going to be so fun to play as Leon that you're not really going to want to play as Grace? Because when this guy is doing this video, he says...
We only have seen him play.
He says you're going to get a huge sense of catharsis playing as Leon, because you finally get to fight back and, like, brutalize the zombies.
Okay. Oh, gross.
Just, like, right there. Just, like, letting her sniff the barrel.
Sniff the barrel.
I just made that up off the top of my head. I thought it sounded cool.
It doesn't.
Sorry.
Okay.
Anyways, so there is the concern that if you go back to play as her, it's not going to be as enjoyable, because she's going to be more in the vein of what I enjoy. So Resident Evil 7 was the first one I played.
Okay.
And I loved it. And that's basically the premise, is you're sneaking around, you don't have a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you basically are trying to survive.
Okay.
I don't like I don't know. I don't like the action-heavy Resident Evil.
No. Why are you trying to survive?
Well, you going to this house to, like, look for somebody, and then when you get there, this family basically attacks you, and you're trying to get away. But you're also trying to figure out, like, what happened.
Why?
Because you're like, this girl went there, and you're looking for her. If you say why again, I just
like, do you not see what's happening here? Like, who's? There's not immediate
she's cleaning the mirror.
Kill character.
Oh, for sure.
And then you get bumped to the end of the game.
Yeah, the premise of these games is, like, people go to these locations and they don't just leave. They're like, man, this is terrible. Like, this homie's talking to the newel post, you know? Like, what's he doing?
There's a little switch there.
He was trying to call the elevator, I think. So there are people that are worried, like, nobody's going to want to play as Grace. Like,
they make you anyways.
Well, yeah, there are going to be sections where you have to play as Grace.
Oh, so now all of a sudden he can hold a... Like, the other ones they were barely able to walk.
Oh, that was so cool. Yeah, Leon's more action, Grace is more survival, for sure. Do you think you could play this game, Mama?
Do I think I could play it?
Yeah.
I probably could play it. Do I want to? No.
He's like, oh, you shot my knees out. Oh, it's cheating.
I mean, they're giving you like 2 at a time, right? So,
he's got the chainsaw now, though. Ooh.
Yeah, if he would just maybe shoot better, he wouldn't have to kick them so many times.
Well, what they're trying to show you is that you can slow them down.
Be a mediocre shooter and still play.
He's intentionally.
I could totally play this.
Oof. He's intentionally shooting him in the legs.
I just don't think it's kind of dark, you know? It's kind of gross.
Yeah, a lot of blood going everywhere. I think that would be the worst part.
I feel like games like this sometimes, like, he's probably yelling and, like, freaking out. I don't know.
They were having a good dinner party here.
And then what happened?
I don't know. Just some bad mushrooms or something.
So they left a whole turkey.
Lono gets to play as Grace. Madam plays as Leon. That would be a really fun playthrough for you guys. We could maybe set a big member goal and then do a whole series. So this is the one big strong gun that she gets.
Okay.
And it's a lot.
See? She got him.
But it's like,
she didn't need to kick him because she actually hit him. So a
That's
perceived
right.
weakness is actually displaying strength.
Yeah.
Ew, gross.
Yeah. She was questioning why don't the characters just leave?
No, why don't they just like, you know what I mean?
It's a fair. Well, I don't know about all that.
Like if this is this is your life, why? Why are you trying so hard?
You know. She blew him up with that injection, made him blow up. So you can play. This is first person.
Okay.
You can also play third person.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Which would you prefer?
Probably first person.
Like in Borderlands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't know if you make a character so then you can see it.
Well, I actually prefer third person now.
I'm sure you do.
What?
Especially if it's.
What?
Which character would you want to play again?
I actually like the scary sections more.
Okay.
I'm open to liking the combat and the action. I didn't like it in Resident Evil 4 Remake is basically his style.
Okay.
I didn't like it very much. That's sacrilegious.
So they're combining like two different versions of their game.
Yeah. They also did like a collaboration with Porsche, which is what this section's about. There's a Porsche in the game. So,
can you get that car in real life?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can. So, what do you think about the game? Do you think in the realm of like game of the year, do you think it'll score well? Do you think it'll do well?
Game of the year?
Yeah.
I haven't seen. That's the only game that we know is coming out this year.
No, Soros is coming. There's
I
so many.
I haven't seen that. That's the only game that I've seen. So how can I know game of the year or not? If that's the only game you've shown me that's actually coming out this year.
Okay, in the realm of really good games and games that get awarded, did that look like one that you think will get a lot of awards and recognition?
I'm not sure. I didn't quite understand the story. Like, if they're just in there shooting people, it seems shallow to me. I mean, at this point, I think there's been so many, like, really deep storytelling games that maybe people want, like, you're just shooting bad guys and they're coming after you and they're zombies. I just think that's kind of outdated.
Absolutely not game of the year. I think it's going to get nominated. From what we've seen, I bet you it gets nominated.
I think
for
we
game
actually
of the year.
saw gameplay. So,
yeah.
out of all the games that we've talked about tonight, it has a chance. Because I haven't seen gameplay out of one of those games.
It's such a political answer. It's a game. It'll have a gaming chance at being a game. Soros and Replace are the ones I'm excited for this most next year. You mean this year, but yes.
January's been long and hard, so maybe.
I know we're 17 days in, Pac-Man. You gotta.
I think having a Porsche designed in your game and having a real one to purchase actually doesn't communicate very much.
They also had watches. You can get. She's wearing a watch and he's wearing a watch that you can buy as well. That's
fine. You got enough people. You got somebody at the company that likes it who can make these, decisions, and then I don't know.
Yeah. Soros is going to be awesome. My top 3 games are Soros, Control Resonant, and Wolverine. Yeah. Those are the ones I'm looking forward to the most. In that order, by the way. Soros first, Control Resonant second, and then Wolverine third. So, I'm close to finishing all the DLC for Control.
Is that the one you've been playing?
Mm-hmm.
And then are you done?
Yeah, why?
The worst.
Why don't you like it?
It's just not. It just feels fuzzy to me. Like maybe like when they were recording it, the lens had some smudges on it or something.
It's the smoky effect of the guys.
It just looks like a dirty lens to me.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It so does. And I just feel like what you just showed me was super crisp,
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the moves seemed like real.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're playing, it just seems like maybe an older game. It feels older to me.
Okay. It's
and it feels like a dirty lens, and it just isn't so crisp. Like who has time for
It did come
smudgy games.
It did come out 7 years ago.
Oh yeah, totally.
It did.
I could tell.
It did. Control Resonant looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. And the stuff in the DLC hints at what happens. Basically, the other realm is breaking through.
You ruined it.
Oh, it's good. It definitely gets some nominations for Game of the Year, says Christopher. There's only 6 slots. I'm betting GTA 6, Wolverine, Soros get Game of the Year nominations. Control Resident most likely, leaving 2 slots. I think RE9 gets a slot for sure. Their remakes were getting noms. Come on.
I mean, they have to come out this year to get nominated.
Correct.
So if some of these games never come out, then their chances increase. So
it's true.
So I guess
true.
In like 6 months, 7 months, we'll be able to know better if it actually has a legitimate chance.
Yeah. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button on YouTube, man. Thanks for the great turnout. We might start doing this on Saturday nights. Seems like more of you can come and hang out for gaming news tonight. Where
What's
Madam, huh?
What's next?
Oh, okay, pushy. She's just like, what's the next subject? What's the next news topic? She's like, quit doing all the station identification stuff.
Oh, but that was new. What you just talked about.
It was. It was indeed.
I mean,
new
new to me. Maybe not new.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about it. Yeah.
And when does it come out?
Resident Evil 9 comes out next month.
Okay. Actually, next month?
Yeah. The 27th. So end of February.
Great.
Yeah.
I think people like scary. Right? And I think the issue with scary games, sometimes they aren't done well. It looks like it was kind of,
Talking about Code Red, Code Purple? I don't know what you're talking about.
Where did you get those? There's
kiddos are asking about snacks. A little bit of an intermission. Oh, she's saying hi to the stream. They're being given instructions.
They might be a little cold, so bring a couple in. Let them sit for 5 minutes and you eat them. Go out. Can you tell them 7? No.
I'm not going to tell them that. Good night.
Get them fruit snacks. No, the dentist said fruit snacks are really bad.
Show Madam Code Violet. Oh, we should show Madam Code Violet.
That's not your idea. You can't just say it like it's your idea.
I didn't say it was like my idea. I read it and said, oh, we should.
I know you read it, and then you said it like it's more of it like a statement.
I was agreeing.
Okay.
They said, we should show Madam Code Violet. And I was like, oh, we should show Madam Code Violet.
Do it. Let me see.
I don't want to now. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So you're going to guess if this game scored well or if it scored poorly. Okay? You're going to guess purely off of the trailer.
It's bad.
Wait, why are you already saying that? Hang on.
Should I listen to the music for effect? Or
Yeah,
no?
I just want you to watch. You don't need to hear
Is
it.
she a mermaid?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh my gosh. The same people who voted for it, like the one with the lady in the ladder.
The lady on the ladder is Stellar Blade. Okay. All right, we got some dinosaurs. We got something just getting serious. She had to take her clothes off.
And what is she doing?
I don't know. Just thinking about how she can get a tighter pair of pants.
Well, like, you should try a pair of pants on that tight and see how comfortable it would be.
I don't know.
And the camera angle? Are you joking?
I mean, you gotta keep the product in view.
Oh, but this is a normal camera angle. So
Here we go.
okay.
Got a little extra now. Oh, she's even kind of shiny.
No, but there's no
There never is, Mama. There never is. Oh, a cathedral.
Okay. Was that her?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, you can't see her face. Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
She's gonna turn around.
She's gonna have a butter
It's
face,
like
huh?
that
Yeah.
the Instagram video where she comes home and it says you forgot you married for money, and he's like this. He looks like a creature of the deep.
Oh my gosh! It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Here they come.
Oh, like at least they stopped so she could shoot them.
Yeah, that was really convenient.
She's really good at putting the key in there.
She is so
she
good.
She really rolled.
She's an assassin.
This is terrible.
Well, yeah, there it is. Sun's out, buns out.
But it really wasn't. I mean, it wasn't really.
She was ready. She was ready for a sunny day. So Code Violet, babe, what do you think? You think this was did it do well?
It didn't. It did well amongst certain people.
Nobody likes this game.
Oh.
It did terribly.
I think they tried to do like the ladder game, and that one I think it knew its market, and this game was trying to reach for like that kind of market, but
oh yeah,
they missed it.
Oh yeah, they were really hoping. They were hoping to get that money for just putting some of the big booty in their game. It didn't score very well.
If they probably just got like a real person and just had the video game like normal, but like a real big bootied person, that might have played better.
It would. No, the reason it's not doing well is it's a terrible game. It's glitchy.
But did you see like the dinosaurs ran up? They're about to attack her, and they literally stop so she can shoot them.
Yeah, they're like, wait. She might be friendly. She just starts shooting.
That's great.
Capcom, please bring back Dino Crisis. Yeah. Yeah, PlayStation should have a little bit more quality control over games like that. I don't know how you do it because it's not their game, but something.
I wouldn't want you playing garbage on the system that I made. Like if I made that, you cannot play garbage on that.
So you would not let people put games on your system if they weren't very good.
Yeah, and guess what? People would stop making crap games.
I actually think it's easier than that. I just think you let people refund the games if they're crappy. You just give it back and get your money back.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's also a terrible studio. Yeah. They sent me a review copy of one of their games a while ago, like last year.
I remember.
Remember, it was so bad I didn't review it.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Because I knew there was.
You really tried though, because you were like, okay, let me try, and then you tried multiple times to play it. I don't remember what the game was or what it was. I just remember you were like, I can't do this because it's going to be bad. Didn't they get upset?
They did. They blocked me on Twitter, and they like retweeted like someone who harasses me all the time, stalks everything I do, and the guy was like, this is what happens when you send Reforge a code. You won't even play your game or something like that. It was ridiculous. And like they signal boosted it and then blocked me, and I'm like, that's so unprofessional. Like I was trying to do y'all a favor. They're a garbage company, and they got exactly what they deserved, because this time everybody's ripping them to shreds. Like last time people were a little bit more like, whoa, it's like they're small, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Well, you do one game and it's a mistake, and you're like, okay, we can do a better game. And when you know, just like if you keep saying this is when the game's going to come out and it doesn't come out, you're false advertising. Well, if you put out a crap game and then another crap game, you are a crap game company.
Yeah, Rissick. I don't even know what to think about that. I was going to kind of save that for Monday. Do you remember the game High Guard that we looked at?
High Guard.
They were riding on the horses. You said it looked like a game that I would enjoy, and I was like, what are you
they were using guns and arrows and like spears. It was like, okay. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the big controversy was it was the final trailer of the Night of the Game Awards.
Oh, yeah, and it was kind of like a mid-game.
Mids being generous. Mm-hmm. Now we're learning from none other than Paul Tassi himself for Forbes. We know he has very strong investigative chops. He really likes to look into, he likes to find out what's true and what's not. Anyways, he's claiming...
I don't think
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
He is claiming they didn't pay for that spot. Sometimes you get a free spot, like if Jeff really wants to include you in the event.
Okay.
He's claiming that they didn't pay for that spot.
Why would he do that?
That's what he's claiming.
Why does it matter if they didn't pay?
Well, they didn't pay for that spot. They got the best spot for the night.
Maybe it was a raffle. To make it fair.
I don't know.
If you let the person pay the most money, get the spot.
I don't know.
Only ever going to be the biggest company.
Right?
So you raffle it up.
What are y'all doing? We're close to being done here, Mama.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so they didn't pay for the spot.
They didn't pay
So
for
they
the spot.
stole it, or like
Well-
they said, "Hey, give us that spot. We'll pay you later." Because
No.
you aren't. Those words can mean lots of things.
Jeff really hyped it up.
Maybe he's legitimately excited. Maybe he put a little bit of money. He invested in the game. He was really.
Yeah.
You find out later it was kind of.
He said, maybe it was a raffle. Oh, you sweet summer child.
That's not how they do the spots, you know.
I think Jeff truly believed every word he said. He thought it was a hot new game and that people were really going to be excited. He played it. He
Can
thinks
we
it's
look
great.
to see if he invested in any of the game making? Because that would be like a.
I don't think so. No, that's not something he would do. He doesn't. Number one, he doesn't need to. He's incredibly successful.
No, people who
with
have
what
a
he
lot
does.
of money often make a lot of mistakes.
I don't think that's what it was.
Okay.
Knowing him and his
So
personality.
he's actually going to play it,
I don't know.
or his friend. Like he had a friend.
I'm
at the
just here to
company.
tell you, knowing him and his personality, he genuinely played it and he actually thought it was good. He doesn't actually know gaming.
Maybe he
I think
doesn't
he
get to. I got it. He doesn't get to play because he's so busy. And it was the only game he got to play on his little, 3-day weekend. And it's the best game he's played all year because he's not had time to play any other games. So he truly believed the words that he said because it's the most relaxing fun he's had all year.
Maybe.
Like if you're really thirsty, then it's the best drink you've ever had, when really it's just a mid drink.
I think he loves games and I think he plays games, but I don't think he's tuned in to like sort of the zeitgeist right now, because if he was, he would have known he was taking them out to slaughter. He would have known. It's like anybody that has watched anything.
Oh, it was really bad for them? It made it worse?
It has been terrible for them. Like, they're basically dead on arrival.
Sabotage. He did it on purpose.
I don't think he sabotaged
Petty.
them. No, I mean it. He believed what he said. He thought it was a good game. He was excited. I don't think he's plugged into the zeitgeist. I don't think he knew he was leading them out to slaughter.
Nobody looked over the plan of the program of the show and said, we're going to move some around.
I can't believe nobody on his staff was like, dude, are you sure about that? Like, you sure about that? Like,
No, you don't have someone who's coordinating how it goes, and he just executes the list of the events.
he's making sure we get Titanfall 3. Yeah, so that's a good joke that Madam doesn't get. So these guys that worked on this worked on a game called Titanfall 1 and 2.
Okay.
Everybody's been begging for Titanfall 3 and they just won't make it.
Mm-hmm.
And so the joke he's making is like, Jeff's making sure we get Titanfall 3. He's sabotaging this game, so then they have to make Titanfall 3. That's a good joke. I had to interpret for Madam. He's like, listen here, you mother effers. You're going to make Titanfall 3 whether you want to or not. I'm going to tell everybody your game is amazing. I'm going to put it at the end of the show, and it's going to go bad for you. I like it. I like that theory the most. Anyway, we'll cover that.
It'd have to be like you'd have to make it an untraceable decision,
We'll cover that Monday. I don't want to cannibalize that.
Great.
Because I haven't really gathered my thoughts about it. So. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Next.
We got another story for you, Mama.
Yep.
This one's about something that Bungie's doing.
What? Okay.
So they released
Mm-hmm.
a 9-minute video
Oh. What?
explaining runners.
It looks terrible.
Now, I'm going to describe these to you.
Okay.
I'm not going to try to lead you to an answer because I'm going to want you to tell me what they sound like. Okay?
Okay.
These runners have abilities.
Mm-hmm.
They have passive abilities.
Okay.
And then they have different gear they can equip and find.
Okay.
Their abilities can take on the role of like seeing through walls, going invisible, right? But they're the only one that can do that thing.
I got distracted. Can you say that again?
What'd you get distracted
I
by?
can't tell you. I don't want to know. I just can't.
You got distracted by one of the people?
I just can't. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
Continue.
I will
Can
say
you pick all this crap up?
yes. It's like arcraiders. You go in and can get stuff and leave with it.
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so the runners, you pick a runner before you go in, and they can do different things.
What's that, your character?
Yes.
They just call them runners.
Well, they call them runners because you pick a runner for its particular...
Oh, it's got tennis shoes on?
Maybe. I guess. I mean, you're going to need tennis shoes if you're running, right? Ayo.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
So...
Is this their video?
This is their video.
Okay, of course it is.
So you pick a runner because of its abilities.
Okay.
I always think he looks like an Ewok. He looks like Wicket.
No, he does not.
Anyways, so here's Destroyer.
Okay.
Now, if there's a word that comes to your mind, like, how would you describe these runners? Because they come, like I said, they come with their own set of, like, they have an ability or abilities, and then they have passive abilities and, like, equipment they can do different things with.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe them?
I feel like you're looking for something specific, and I'm going to let you down.
Probably.
But the first guy that we just saw with the word across the screen about him, it made me think of, like, a modern Buzz Lightyear.
Okay. That's not bad.
Right? I didn't see the Buzz Lightyear movie. Wasn't there one with just him and all of his friends or something? And they all had this, they kind of look like that.
Here's the assassin.
Okay, well, I'm so glad they were so creative in their character. See the tennis shoes?
Wait.
I
The tennis
can't.
shoes. Hang on. I could get. Oh yeah, look at the tennis shoes. What are those?
And like the water pants.
Those look like shower shoes.
They're taking the word runner. They were really trying hard with it. Like, if we put tennis shoes in here, maybe Nike will partner with us. And Nike said, heck to the no.
That's like you're going to the Y and you really don't want to get athlete's foot. So you're like, I gotta have these water shoes for the shower. That's great.
Okay.
So you said Buzz Lightyear. Anything else come to mind?
It kind of reminds me of the game that we played where you jumped out and it had stuff like that where you were like this. It looked like this. And I think we played together. I can't remember.
You jumped out?
I felt like we jumped out of something. And we played together, and I mean, it looked very similar to this.
So you could see the guns, you couldn't see the characters.
Yeah. I don't think I play games where you can see the characters.
I mean, we played Helldivers a little bit. That's the only game I could think of that we played where you would jump out
Okay.
of something. Maybe Halo. I don't think you played
And
Halo.
I felt like it was like aliens, or what was it that we were fighting?
Were there bugs and robots?
I can't remember.
Was it that game where you did not like fighting the robots, you liked fighting the bugs?
No, it wasn't so much grass.
Okay.
That was a lot of grass, wasn't it?
Okay. Well, that guy just threw out a little thing that froze those guys, basically.
Well, there's two of them.
Yeah.
So he needed to freeze two of them. There's two guys.
So this is from Bungie, makers of Destiny. And this is meant to be their big extraction shooter.
Is it a vintage game?
What do you mean by vintage?
I just feel like it seems like basic-ish to me. You know what I mean? Like what was the game with Leon that we just watched?
Resident Evil 9?
That looked like a movie that you could watch. This looks like something you could create on your computer in 8th grade computer class. Right?
I mean...
I went to a school where we did this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
It's very stripped down art style, and I think what you're saying...
Is that what people like?
I
feel like some of these games you play, like that one with the guy in the dirt hole, the water in the ground, with you could see his butt. It was like watching a movie.
Dirt hole in the water. Oh, Death Stranding.
I don't know what it was
You could
called.
see his butt. You're talking about Norman Reedus, the guy from Walking Dead.
No. Not in the shower. No, he was like Asian, and he would get in the ground, and he would...
Oh, Ghost of Tsushima.
That was like a movie.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is like 6 years old as well. It's
so
aged
this
very
just
well.
feels like maybe they had it on their shelf. And they're releasing it now.
Okay.
Which is fine if it works. I mean, games come out and they don't work. So if it actually works and we're actually seeing gameplay, So.
Okay, so the premise of the game is you go in with your team, get stuff and get out.
I'm sorry. What? There's another game like that?
Oh yeah, it's everybody's trying to make extraction shooters now.
Great, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So glad they're creative.
Well, yeah, a lot of people.
Oh, but this was on their shelf. So they had the idea first, but they waited to publish it, so they get credit for it last.
For some reason, a lot of people decided that this was the next big thing.
I'm over it.
Extraction shooters.
I'm over it.
Okay, well, they need this game to be, pretty successful. Lots of people need to play it, buy it.
No one is.
It's $40.
Of course it is.
And I argued it's very similar to, it's basically a hero shooter. So these people that we're seeing, these runners, I think they're like heroes, because if you play a game like Apex Legends, it's very similar. You pick a hero, they have abilities, they have passives, they have things only they can do.
Maybe it was the trash game. What was that game where I picked up all the trash?
Starfield?
I don't know. And we went out and there was like those big circle cars, and we would walk around and we would find things.
Big circle cars.
Yeah, and we went in and it looked like this, but it was daytime.
It was daytime. I think you're thinking about Helldivers if there were cars.
I'm not sure. They're all kind of the same, I feel like if your game blends in with all the other games, I already own it.
It's purposely dumbed down graphics for the art style and the fact that it performs better in multiplayer. I think that's true. You don't have to really worry about performance. You need it to run really well. So if you dumb your graphics down, that certainly helps. So based on everything you've seen, do you think this will be a really popular game and have lots of players? And also, do you think those players will keep coming back for months at a time?
What are they doing to prevent cheating?
I mean, they'll have their own cheat prevent. I mean, Bungie's actually pretty good about that. That is one area where they're not too bad. They go after the cheat providers and sue them and get them shut down. And they do ban people. They don't have the best track record, but they are pretty good at.
I mean, maybe people will play this while they wait for the game that's never coming out.
GTA 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
I don't know if it.
Okay.
I don't know. Like the one game that arcraiders. Like I don't know how long you can play something like that.
Well, arcraiders came out in like October-ish, November-ish, somewhere in there, and it's still doing incredibly well all the way now in January, and that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, maybe. This will have to be that much better for people to play this instead. So either the cheating is so bad at arcraiders that people just leave, and so they play this instead because it's literally the same game but lacking all the graphics,
That's something I said is a lot of people play those games. It's like their home game, and this has to be kind of become your new home game. And I just feel like a lot of people are going to go back to other games instead of playing this.
Yeah. I guess what's the reason why you would play this? Like, why would I keep coming back besides playing it a couple times?
They're going to have aspirational content. You're going to be able to get really good loot and go up into really hard areas and work together. It's almost going to be almost like raid-like content.
Okay.
And it's coming out in March. So basically in 2 months, this thing is supposed to come out. Now keep in mind, they last year did their showcase. It was supposed to come out last year, and the reception was so bad they delayed it.
This game here?
Yes.
What have they changed?
The graphic style and the art and all that does look better. This is the game also where they stole from that artist.
No, not interested. Not interested. Don't be a moral police and then literally steal from someone. So, not interested. At least you know who your developers are and you've communicated what their preferences are. But I'm not interested in people who think they can morally police people and then literally steal from someone. So.
Yeah. When you're that self-righteous, you're flying a little too close to the sun.
Yep.
I
just think good luck with your Cranbox game. So I mean, when the kids color with crayons and then when they use other mediums art, elevates their art, right? So not interested.
They did settle with the artist.
I'm sure they did. Yeah.
They did. They said over
Okay.
the artist. Yeah. She's right 100%. Arc cheaters are everywhere. Madam, that's Bungie's blueprint. That's right.
I guess. I just don't understand how it's still going.
I have told people that it looks better and it looks like it'd be fun for a little bit, but I don't think it has any longevity because there's nothing special about it.
Yeah, I think if you want a long-term community type game, I think they've missed that. I think they've lost it.
It looks very much like a match too. You just go in and fight and leave. Like there's nothing enduring about that.
Yeah.
Like in Arcraiders, people hate that I keep comparing it to Arcraiders, but listen, there's nothing else to do here. It's the best extraction shooter out right now.
It's literally the same type of game.
It is.
So
You got to compare them.
yeah.
And when you go into Arcraiders, it feels like a living world. It feels alive. Like anything could happen. That feels like a match. You're just going in and facing off against other people, like a more contained.
I mean, they did show gameplay.
They did.
So
They
that's-
deserve credit for showing actual gameplay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For sure. They get credit for that.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got two quick tack-ons here at the end.
Okay. Let's see.
I didn't put these in the description, but I wanted to talk about this with you
Great.
because
It can't be. It's better, right? Did you saved it best for last, or are we taking notes from someone else?
I don't know. I just wanted to make sure I got your feedback on this because I think your feedback on this is going to be interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
So this is a trailer for Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet.
Great. Love it.
This is the studio called Naughty Dog.
Mm-hmm.
They made The Last of Us, which was the show that we watched.
Last of Us.
The show we watched with Pedro Pascal and the girl and
Oh,
the
yeah.
zombies.
Mhm.
Okay. So the video game that inspired that, well, I'm sorry, not inspired it. The video game that show is based off of
Okay.
is from Naughty Dog.
Okay. So what are you flying? Spaceships?
In this game, yes, it starts in outer space.
Okay. Is that a real show, or is that they made it for that?
I think they made
Oh,
it
we've
up for
seen this. People don't like her because she's too pretty with no hair.
Yeah, nobody pays attention to the fact that her hair is all scarred and for some reason she's shaving her head. No, we don't know why.
Okay.
Anyways.
No, I've seen this. I remember.
But yeah. It's not about
Mhm.
this game in particular. Well, it is, but it isn't.
Okay.
So a report came out that for 7 weeks,
Okay.
Naughty Dog required overtime,
Okay.
but they wouldn't let you exceed 60 hours in a week. But
Okay.
they needed people to do mandatory overtime
Okay.
because they had missed some deadlines and they needed to put together a demo for PlayStation.
Okay.
And then they did it, and now they're no longer on mandatory overtime. They're back to only needing to come to the office so many days a week, and then they got like a week of like paid holiday for the holiday in December.
Okay. So far, I'm not sure what you're saying.
Okay. The reason I'm telling you this is because there was a time where
Uh-huh.
having people work extra hours like that is referred to as crunch. Everybody's crunching to basically make sure that the game is ready.
Yeah, maybe a earlier game should take some notes.
Right. Well,
Okay.
the reason that crunch became a problem is it was referred to as crunch culture, where they would crunch to get the game out the door, but then they would just expect you to work like that all of the time. Instead of being like, well, for the next 6 weeks we have to crunch to hit the deadline,
Okay.
the companies were like, well, that's just what you're going to do now. You're just always going to be crunching.
Okay.
So people took this story,
Mm-hmm.
as I told you, it was only 7 weeks. They were not even allowed to exceed 60 hours a week. So they basically
Okay.
had to like snag an extra shift, basically.
Okay. Well, 60 is more, but that's fine. Okay. Mm-hmm.
The reason I think they only had to snag an extra shift is, and I told this to people, is that if you're working full time, you're usually at the office for 50 hours anyway, because you have an hour break usually for lunch. So you're not like at the office for an exact 40 hours. You're typically at
longer.
the office
Okay.
for 50.
Mhm.
So to get to 60, you got to pick up basically like an extra shift.
Okay. Yes.
And it's already over. It was only 7 weeks.
Okay. And the game's coming out? Has come
Well, we don't know the release date. Right now they're saying
60 hours and they didn't know?
well, they were doing a demo.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to be coming out in 2027.
It's
The reason I'm telling all of you this is because people interpreted this story as a huge negative and that the game must be in trouble and that Naughty Dog is doing something they swore they would never do. And basically...
What did they promise not to do?
Well, they said they wouldn't be doing Crunch anymore. I don't necessarily know if those statements meant, like, we're never going to have a couple of weeks of people working extra hours. I think what they meant was we're moving away from Crunch culture. Because Crunch culture, like I said, was when that became what the studio did. Look at this sword she has.
Okay, he misread that.
He did. I like that you said he misread that. That's kind of hot.
Stop. You're so dumb.
Anyway. Madam out here using like gamerism. She's like, he misread that. He totally misread her telegraph.
But they didn't fire 40 people from their company.
No.
And the game is probably going to come out next year. It actually will come out. There's more of a chance of this gaming coming out than the first game that we talked about.
Well, Naughty Dog has a proven track record. Their games are excellent. Mm-hmm. And 7 weeks of crunch, so that then they also, once that's all done, they're good for their holiday break. Like I told people, I said, whenever I worked like a salary job, if you'd have told me I work extra hours for the next 7 weeks and you'll get a week of paid vacation for the holiday, I would have done that in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. You remember when you're working a normal job like that, it's like having a week off for Christmas would have been incredible.
Yeah.
So I saw no signs that they're being treated poorly or that, this is a problem. Mm-hmm. But that was definitely one of the stories that came out. I mean, what do you think about asking people to work extra hours for 7 weeks? What? I mean,
asking, making.
Well, no, it was forced. It was forced.
I don't know. I think no one likes to work extra. So I would have to see like the productivity of the employees before this. Mm-hmm. Like if they were kind of, sometimes you're just doing your thing and you're not really doing your thing, It was in response to them missing deadlines. They had missed multiple deadlines. So, I mean, it sounds like it was warranted, and I would be concerned as an employee if they're worried about my productivity and I'm going to complain about working 7 weeks of overtime. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should just be productive the whole time I'm at work. And my bathroom break shouldn't take 25 minutes. I shouldn't go to the fridge and get another drink 85 times a day. You know what I mean? I don't know. So maybe it was necessary, or maybe it was kind of like, hey, we know you kind of, you guys kind of dragged your feet here. We aren't micromanaging you, but we need you to pick up the slack. It's just hard to know. It also apparently wasn't everyone. Yeah, I don't think it was the entire team. It was the people that were trying to get the demo ready, basically. Yeah, Reforged Baby announcement. Oh. Look at that little Hitchcock baby, like, thinking about things. Little finger on his face. He's like, how can I ruin but maybe
your...
it's a girl, because there's a pink basket.
Oh, yeah, maybe she.
Because there's blue and pink on the blanket, but there's a pink basket in the background.
That baby's saying, how can I ruin your sleep schedule? By existing. I know of a game development that it's long and grueling, so who's surprised? They keep missing deadlines. Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why you crap on the company dime. Company time.
Were they not going to have holiday time at all? So Derek's saying requiring it to have time off for the holiday is bad.
No, the point was that that's a common practice where, like, hey, let's scramble to get all this work done, and then we can have a break for the holiday.
So they weren't going to have a break if they had the work to do?
I don't know. I think the break is standard. I think a lot of these companies...
Paid? See, it's a girl.
Yeah, it is a girl. You're right. Mm-hmm. I think it's standard at PlayStation. A lot of the studios, they get a big holiday break.
But do they get vacation time paid normally, or was this, if you work really all this extra, we're going to pay you extra and give you payment over holiday?
I don't know. If you came to, like I said, if you came to me and said, we've got 7 weeks of crunch, and if we do this and we pull it off, we're going to give everybody a week of paid vacation for the holiday, I'd have done it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't have hesitated. I'm like, let's get it.
And holiday pay.
Yeah. I'd be like, let's get it. Let's do it.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd have done that. I wouldn't have hesitated.
Well, 7 weeks before Christmas is Thanksgiving. So you would have missed.
Yeah. In any case, I don't think it was what people were making it out to be. I think people were, blowing it out of proportion.
I think people complain about a lot of things, and sometimes like maybe it's like the employees, they can say something about it.
Yeah.
It isn't really. But I guess you were talking about whether or not the game was going to come out. Is it a problem?
Yeah.
Is this a sign of a major problem?
Right. That's how it was
Yeah, it's hard to know, you know.
It was being spun into that. Like
Okay.
that this is an issue and that this is bad and that the game is in trouble. And I was just like, I saw no evidence of that. I felt like that was a pretty, egregious overread.
I mean, time will tell. You know, like if the game
This is true.
never comes out or it comes out way later.
They can cancel the holiday break. They were probably given a choice. It's very possible. They said, listen, we either buckle down for 7 weeks, hit this deadline, or we're not going to be able to do the holiday break. I mean, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably in their contract. As an employee, right? You have to get your work done.
Yeah. I mean, my feedback on it was simple. I was like, times are really tough right now, and it sucks. And if you've got a job and it pays well, and they're like, we need to do extra work for 7 weeks, we're not going to let you be here longer than 60 hours. Because I was telling them, I was like, I work more than 60 hours a week. Like, what the frick? Like,
Yeah, but you work at home, so it's
True.
a tiny bit different.
it is different.
Don't you
That's
think?
fair. That is fair.
Like, and you're assuming, like, other parts of your life have the allowed time for that overtime. Like, if I'm working a job thinking it's this hour to this hour,
Yeah.
and now they're expecting more hours, but I have a life or other things, that responsibilities that I have to do outside of that.
That's
that
what
I might not be able to meet because
That's what happened in the past. It would become normal. The thing about this that I was encouraged by was it was 7 weeks, and then they went right back to normal. You're not required to come to the office more, because they were requiring them to come to the office
sure,
more.
yeah.
They went right back to normalcy.
Yeah, but I
So-
think we're causing an issue in the topic of conversation. We're trying to talk about whether or not it's giving us a signal of a larger problem with the game,
Right.
and we're getting almost stuck in the conversation with whether or not it's right for a company to do that. And that's two separate conversations.
It is two separate conversations. I don't know if you could argue the rightness or the wrongness, because I think that's common in project work. Crunch is common. It's like, listen, we've got to hit this deadline. We fell behind. Let's get this out the door. Let's hustle. Let's buckle down. That's super, super common. I'm not going to read that because if it's too sensitive. It's also almost certainly BS that isn't the fault of the individuals. If a project's behind, that's management. You can't just drop 20 hours of OT on people and promise it's only once a year. Yeah, but again, if they're missing, listen, if the team is collectively missing deadlines, sometimes the team's got to say, listen, we're in this together. We got to buckle down and get this thing out the door. We've missed a bunch of deadlines.
That if it is like a management issue, that someone above management will say, like, this is the weak link.
Well, the thing with development is it's not always a management issue. Sometimes, like, let's just say your writing team made a story change. So now things need to be rewritten, refilmed, restructured, and then that ripples out through all the other departments. It could be, you never know all of the moving parts of game development. It's not that the management's doing a bad job. Maybe they're making changes to make the game better, and those changes just kick things further down the road.
But your original interaction with this topic was, is this a signal that the game's having a problem?
Correct.
And not, is there issues in the company?
Correct. Well, and Neil...
I think if the game's having a problem, we'll see other issues.
For sure.
It won't just be, people had to work overtime. And we'll just take that as that statement. We're not going to look into that statement further. People had to work overtime for a short amount of time. Therefore, the game has a problem. Well, that doesn't always equal that.
Well, and I said that if this was a severe problem and like culture at the company was terrible and things were getting bad again, like people were they'd quit. Like people aren't going to stay.
Maybe.
If that's the case.
I don't know.
So.
Bedtime.
Well, we're trying something a little different, y'all. It's a little bit of a shorter stream, hour and a half, not quite going till super late. And Madam reacts to the gaming news. A little bit of banter with you guys, a little bit of banter with me. We greatly appreciate you guys supporting this. When you're here, sometimes you get a little surprise at the end, and you're going to get one of those as well. So I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I appreciate you supporting all that we do. I hope you have a great weekend.
Did you say hi to Feed?
Hello, Feed. I see you in the chat. I do need to thank Wired Rope. I hope you're still here, Wired Rope. You have a 50 stream streak. The homie has watched 50 streams in a row on Purple. Jiminy Christmas, it's a lot. I hope you're still here, Rope. I appreciate you and your support of what I do. GG's, I'm all in favor of more concise, chill hangout. Have a good weekend. That's right. That's right. And I feel like more of you were able to come, like to the show. The fact that we ended up with well over 100 people. Last week on a Friday we did this. It was like, I don't know, 50 or 60. I just think Saturdays are better. We'll try it for a couple weeks.
Friday's hard.
Yeah. High guard trailer. That's right. High guard trailer. I got a high guard trailer for you guys. No, that's not the case. If you guys stick around, you're in for a little treat, little extra. So thanks so much for hanging out with us. Say goodnight, madam.
Good night.
I've been watching the edge of the world for the last thing that will be the curl. I've been watching the edge of the world like a petal that starts to swirl.